This video was sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their store by using my referral link in the description below. Okay, so Cardoom is pretty good. I mean, you know, the one sort of caveat about the card when we were going into the format was like, you know, you'd have to have a couple one drops, and that won't always happen, but it does pretty much in this format. So, you know, most of the time you get a 2-for-1 out of him. Sometimes, you know, the stats can just make a big difference. And this is not a great pack overall. Like, what's the second best card after Cardoom? I don't know. it's not great. I guess Two-Handed Axe is up there. Warriors of Tiamat, Chain Devil. But yeah, but we'll take Cardoom. Hello, Uastru. This is another pack I'm not super impressed with. Might just be Sepulchre Ghoul. It's a great 2-drop, lots of upside. Yeah. The Prisms, you know, this hasn't really been that much of a Prism format. It gets kind of interesting if you have Artificers, but it's just too slow. Like, not playing a real creature on turn 2 is usually not what you want to do. So yeah. So we'll take something we can, in fact, play on turn 2. Sepulchre Ghoul. Okay. So here's one of these 1-drops that Cardoom can grab. It is a strong one, too. It's been a pretty impressive card overall. Great on turn 1. Well, maybe not great, but fine on turn 1. And then in the later game, it's crazy. Hello, Ramsey. So Null Hunter, nice 2-drop. Improvised Weaponry is not bad. Neither is Deadly Dispute. I think I like the Dispute a little more than the Weaponry, but they are both quite good. Yeah, we'll go with the Dispute. Okay. So Lozon is pretty strong. Talked about it before. Like, I think I've had it 5 or 6 times. Every time I have, my opponent kills it for 1 mana or something. But I've just had the bad, excuse me, experiences, I think. It's not actually how it always goes. That said, I think we probably do just take a Weaponry here. Good removal, gives us fixing. You know, with Lozon, we'd need to find fixing and we'd need enough dragons. And, like, you know, if we do that, it's great, but there's no guaranteeing we will. Of course, this is really good with Lozon, because any of these dragons that are both adventures and dragons are really good, and that is one of those. We'll take a War Caller. So we've got a 1-drop for Cardoom, and it's a great card anyway. The 1-drops in this format are all, not all, but a lot of them are good. Which is kind of true in general lately, right? It has to have been a conscious sort of effort on their part to make more meaningful 1-drops. Because it's been happening a lot. This is another pretty weak... Is this our opener? No, it's not. We're still a ways away from that. But it's another pretty weak pack. You know, Hook Horror, not really what you want to do in this format. It can be kind of fun with Sepulchre Ghoul, but a 5-mana 3/3, even one that just keeps coming back, is like kind of a liability here. I think Ettercap might be the best card in this pack. Earthcult Elemental, though, I mean, it's playable as top curve. One kind of hopes you don't end up playing it. So I could take, like, the Ettercap because it's better. But it's not like Ettercap's amazing. So we'll just take the Elemental. Also lets us cut red, which is not bad. So blue cards, no surprise there. A couple of pretty good white cards. We'll take you say something. See, you hear. Hear something on watch. Not see, but hear. Yeah. So, interesting beginning to this draft. Summon Undead, if you end up in the right deck, is certainly playable. Yeah. I mean, we could take a look at Krydle, but, I mean, it's not like black has been that open in general. Blue has, of course. I mean, Young Blue Dragon's a reason to be in blue. Do you think that Lozon is going to wheel? Because if it's going to wheel, considering taking that dragon was not a bad idea. I don't think it will, but, you know. Okay, another elemental, mediocre blue cards. We'll take a unicorn here. This pack has not been kind. I think it's safe to say. Yeah, I mean, this Kaga's the strongest card left. I guess we could turn into a black-green deck. Jaded Sellsword is okay. And maybe I should just go that route, because we're already kind of deep in it. And it's not like black is that open overall. So I would have to be like a green deck splashing Kaga, and that's a little less appealing, I think. There's that Ettercap and a Knoll Hunter. I think I like Knoll Hunter a little more. Nice little 2-drop. Right, Bard is okay. Another Bard's fine. Yeah, not really clear where we're going to end up, I don't think. Maybe feels a little like blue. Poison them. I guess green's open. You know, that's what that means. But then we get Raphael. So the black-red route we're already on is pretty good. And we could also splash it if we end up being like green-black or red-black. So yeah, I mean, it's a bomb. You know, it's at its best when the Lord effect, you know, pumping all your demons, devils, imps, and tieflings. When that happens, it's really good. But even if it doesn't happen, it's a 5-mana 4/4 flyer. That also will generate devils who get buffed by it. So, you know, it's definitely what we take. Okay, so this pack. Servok's good. Grim Bounty's good. Rabble Rouser's pretty good. Priest of Ancient Lore, if we're looking into white a little bit. This is one of the few really good blue cards in the set, I think. Arenicus' Vile Duplication. I'm leaning towards Servok. It can just be so powerful. You know, early it's kind of a bummer, I guess, but it's powerful enough late that I like taking it here. There's another Grim Bounty. That's pretty nice. I think that's definitely what we take. Not taking the other one hurt a little bit, so. Okay, so let's see here. We did get very playable green cards really late in that first pack. But for now, I think this is what we're going to look like. Okay. Well, if we shift into green, Myconid certainly helps us splash Raphael. Like, the red and black cards here, like, I don't really want another one of these at this point. Because it doesn't even work in most decks. When it does, it's fun, but yeah, we'll take a Myconid here. We have a pile of very playable green cards if we say abandon red, I guess. Might be what we want to abandon more based on our black cards, but I don't know. Ambition's Cost. Yeah, it really seems like people are in on black and red, like, and maybe green is pretty open. Because Owlbear's pretty good. I don't love Ambition's Cost. It's fine, but, like, you know, Owlbear is just so much better. I think that's what I'm going to take. Green, green, green. So, what happens? Which direction do we want to go in? I guess our red is probably better. You know, losing Grim Bounty and Servok hurts. Okay. You know, so we could take a Knoll Hunter here, or we could just take a Ghast, which, you know, it worries me a little because this draft is kind of train wrecking in terms of what exactly is open. Because I could take the Hunter because I think green's really open, but if I can stay black-red, I think I will, and it's not like the Ghast isn't really good. And, you know, we could get nudged into being black-green, potentially, so. Well, this pack is not amazing. Greyslot's kind of nice with Summon Undead, but yeah, Mind Spike hasn't been that good. Do I take Armor of Shadows? I guess so. It's another playable green card, but it's not that good, you know, so I think we'll just take Armor of Shadows there. What's happening? So, still have a bunch of good green cards. Morden's Disciple is the best card here. I guess I take Eyes of the Beholder. It's not particularly good, but I don't think white is, you know, if we're going to have a different second color, it's going to be green, obviously. So I think white is off the table pretty much. I mean, we do have 2 decent white cards, but so yeah. Okay, there's yet another Bard, which is fine. I mean, yeah. Problem with staying the course is right now we're not going to end up with enough playables. So it's kind of a train wreck right now. All right, I mean, we'll take a Hook Horror. I was talking about how I don't love them, but we might need that one. All right, we'll grab another Poison the Blade in case we switch to green. So powerful, well, not powerful, rare in red. So yeah, not what we're after. Decent black cards. Got a Black Dragon. I mean, with Summon Undead, if we have Earth Cult Elemental, Raphael, and Black Dragon, it gets a little interesting. That said, yeah, we're desperate for more low drops. I can't really believe how badly this has gone. I mean, I can, but Sewer Plague is definitely on the table, too. I think we probably just take it. Yeah. Another Sewer Plague. Older Raven Guard is pretty good, but we don't have the kind of fixing to make him work. So I think we just grab another Sewer Plague. We could grab Warriors of Tiamat, but I think more removal works for me. I think Owlbear is a top green common. And I think Knoll Hunter is too. So it's not like we're not seeing the top commons. I mean, Mike and Ed too, like you said. But I think those other 2 are also pretty good. Ooh, now Feshni. Are we casting things from exile? I don't think so. We don't have any adventures, right? No. So if you don't have adventures, now Feshni's not that great. It's fine, but yeah, not anything special. It is still a huge beater, but it's not like we don't already have those. So, you know. Yeah. So, looking, I think, at Warriors of Tiamat and Dragonborn Immolator. Yeah, I think we take the Warriors of Tiamat. Oh, God. This is... Okay, so Nefarious Imp. Thayan Invokers is great, obviously. This deck is not going to be good. That's all I have to say. We don't have nearly enough... I haven't had that many decks where I'm just like, we're in serious trouble, but this is one. Because we just don't have enough 1s and 2s in a format where they're crucial. Rasad's really strong. Doesn't really help us, though. I guess maybe we pick up some random fixing and we can play him. I mean, I guess we're going to take Drider. Not particularly excited about it. Okay, so here's a 2-drop. Alright, I guess we're going to take an Ambition's Cost now. I don't know. Alright, another 2-drop. That's good. Shoring up our 2-drops. I mean, they're not good 2-drops, but they'll do a thing. That's for sure. We don't actually have very many. We have 1 Imp. So yeah, we didn't end up with that many things that Raphael buffs. Obviously, still great, but, you know. Lean into Black Dragon. Or take Deadly Dispute. Number 2. That is the question. I mean, we have enough going on at the top, I think. So I'll just take Deadly Dispute. Windfall. Sellsword. What a weird draft, because, you know, I kept going back and forth, and I think in the end, like, green probably was the better path to take. But we just saw... We didn't see loud signals about anything, really. I don't think. I guess I'll take the uncommon. It was just sort of a weird back and forth. And I did not like it. It was not what I wanted. I don't think it was, like, super poorly navigated. I mean, in hindsight, it was, I guess. But, like I said, I don't think there were... I guess maybe the Mike in it and the really late Knoll Hunter maybe should have just made me shift, but I just didn't want to. Yeah, I mean, we have a problem with playables here, too. It is interesting, you know, when you're trying to rank up, it's like, should I just throw this deck away and do another draft? Because I just can't imagine this thing's going to do well at all. So I'm seriously considering it. We have a couple powerful rares. That's like our best attribute here. God. Okay. We have to cut 2 cards, and we have way more than 2 cards we don't really want in our deck. So, like, we don't really want Summon Undead. We don't really want Hook Horror. And then we have all these other things that I also don't want, but, you know. I've never done that before. Just gotten rid of a deck, and because I'm worried it'll make me lose rank, but it's tempting here. It is tempting. In terms of, like, expected value, it's horrible, obviously. Oh, God. Yeah. I think that is a good middle ground. See how the deck feels first and go from there. But I can't imagine it's going to feel good. Man. This is definitely, yeah, I mean... Seven and 0. That would be hilarious, and probably also get us in the top 250. So yeah, let's do it. Yeah, can't do anything for the first several turns. Let's keep it. Well, they didn't play a 2-drop. That part's good, but we still don't have anything till turn 4, so... They do play a 3-drop. Luckily, it's not the most aggressive one in the world. Okay. Well... Get to play a Cardoom next turn, probably. And if they attack with this priest, I'm sure they will. Yeah. Then we can actually get in with Cardoom here. We just drew Armor of Shadows, so we know he's going to grab us something. Shambling Ghast. Okay. Yep, that takes away our, thing. Okay. Well, we can get him back now. That is probably just what we do. All that's left is a war caller, so that's what I'll grab here. Yeah. Get that trigger again. Right, so... I think we attack. We have Armor of Shadows, so... Makes me pretty willing to attack here. Alright, so they take 4. So I think we just play our Earth Elemental. You know, I could play something and leave up armor, and that might just be better in case they have removal. You know what? I think we just play Drider and leave up armor. The only bad thing is, does die to Patriarch's, whatchamacallit, and this won't even stop that. This doesn't die to Patriarchs, but it will die to a bunch of other stuff. So... yeah, I think we go with the Earth Cult Elemental. In the end. I do have to lose something. I'm guessing it's a Plains, but maybe not. Okay, so they really wanted to get to 6 mana here. That's worrisome. They were willing to give up a creature. Okay. Indestructibility or Patriarchs can happen here, but I at least get to kill something, so I'm not super alarmed by any of that. You know, and Indestructibility doesn't really, yeah. I don't get to kill something, but it doesn't really do that much either. Okay. Interesting. That flyer's about to come down. We do have a reach creature. And it's a flyer that gives other things flying. Wonder if I just attack here. If I play Sellsword, I can leave up Dispute, which is nice. It's tempting to play the Warriors, but I don't think wise. Because they would just kill us on the backswing. I mean, they don't have to block everything. They just have to block Earth Cult Elemental, and then they kill us on the backswing. So, not what I want to do. Okay, ooh, I can really get a blowout here. Thanks to armor. Wow, might win this game now. Then I think we play Drider. Although the fact that they wanted to block that way might mean that they have a win condition. No, maybe not. So, Warriors of Tiamat swing out is definitely the plan now. Yeah. In case they kill Cardoom, we actually want to leave up red here, because then I can play the Warcaller. Yeah, so Warriors. Attack with everything. Hope they actually go to 1 here. I feel like they probably have something. Yeah. That is something. Gets them back up to 12. But then we hit them for 14, so they're... Oh, no, we don't. Just 10. Well, I think we're going to win game 1. Our opponent had a very slow start. That's probably what we need to win with this deck. Because we also had a very slow start, so... I guess like Horn of Valhalla or something like that saves them here. Hello, Schmeral Eyes. Yeah, they're also mana screwed. That is a good point. Oh my god! Oh man. Sometimes it hurts when you're right, you know? But we actually have an out here. Yeah, so we play Sepulchre Ghoul and sacrifice Cardoom, get improvised weaponry, and win. That's the simple way to win here. I guess we could do it with Deadly Dispute, too, come to think of it, but, you know. Yeah! We did it. Okay. Alright, we'll just keep playing. We just gotta keep playing. I mean, it's not a good deck, but it won us that game, so I'll cut it some slack. Alright, we do have a 2-drop this time, but yeah, it's an okay hand. Probably a little better than our starting hand in the last game. Okay, no real 2-drop from our opponent. That's good news, I think. Now what we really want is for them to play a 2-drop, an X2. It doesn't have to be a 2-drop. An X2 we can kill with weaponry. That is not an X2. But if we can get them to block, we can kill it. Also got a Sewer Plague added to the mix now. Yeah, we also have... We do have a decent amount of removal. I mean, some of it's clunky, but, you know. Kind of doubt they block, but... Okay. I think I'd rather use Weaponry, because it ramps us into Warriors next turn. So, yeah, Weaponry... We could have counter magic here. I could also play Raphael, I guess. Seems a little risky with the amount of mana they have up, though. I think we wait for a better window. The awkward thing is, if I give up this treasure for Warriors... It's kind of funny I can sack this to cast this. That's kind of nice, because then I get a 2-2 back anyway. I'm not going to do it now, but if we don't draw another land, that'll feel pretty good, I think. But yeah, I think we'd rather get Warriors countered than Raphael. So, if that's what they want to do. Yeah, that is not what you want to be doing in this format mostly. Paying 4 mana and not impacting the board. That hurts our opponent. Hurts for our opponent. So what do they do now? Play a 3-3? I mean, it's not going to be that that impressive. Play a 3-3 flyer. That's more impressive. I'll give it to them. Tapping a thing is pretty real. Okay, so we did not draw a 5th land. However... So I could Sewer Plague and play Warcaller here. Just hold off for a little bit on, like, playing Raphael. Lets me hold on to my 2-2. Yeah. I think we'll go ahead and Sewer Plague and Warcaller. Yeah. Thayan or Mirim would be bad. If I can get to 6 mana, and technically I have it, I guess, so I could kill most things that they might play here. But yeah, given their colors, they could definitely have Mirim or Lozon. Okay. Well, that works. I was going to have to sack my Barbarian to kill it, but now I just go Grim Bounty. I think giving haste to something is going to be more valuable than hitting them for 1 here. Another Juvenile Mist Dragon. Raphael is not a great attack here. I think we probably just play our warriors and attack them. Only a 4/4, so yeah. Okay, so they're going to have to either go to 4 or block here. We've got a Hasty Raphael waiting in the wings, which is nice. Hasty Earth Cult Elemental will be available too, if that's somehow better. It might be, so. Okay. Big scary dragon. Could be in our future. Maybe not. Haste doesn't do you a whole lot of good here. Oh, I forgot to give my Earth Cult Elemental haste. That's fine. We do get to just play Raphael here. They have to block one of the 4s. I think we leave the Warcaller up just for haste, so... Swinging with the Warcaller doesn't make that much of a difference here. Alright, and then we get a token. It is pretty funny this deck is doing about as well as some of our good decks did yesterday. We've gone up against opponents who are doing very slow things, and that's really the reason we've won. It has more to do with why we won than anything else, but if it's going to keep happening... If it's going to keep happening, we're going to keep taking advantage. Right, this is fine. Obviously, we need black, but we do have, you know, 2-drop and one of our powerful 4-drops. And also another 4-drop. That's not powerful at all. It could be worth cheating Cardoom into play here by sacking the Barbarian, because we make sure we set up a 2-for-1 if we do that. Okay, well now that we drew a mountain, I probably chill out a little bit, I think. Yeah. Or swamp. I think I said mountain. Interesting. So they might have a way to kill Cardoom, but most of the ways they could kill him, he'll search something up first. So that's fine, I think. Yeah. Because they could kill him after he attacks, but he'll already do his thing. So yeah, they might kill him here, but we get back a Shambling Gas, so my feelings wouldn't be hurt. Wow. We're getting some nice matchups, I'd say. I'm just cracking in. I was kind of expected him to die and give us the gas. That was like what I was I figured was going to happen there. Okay. It does kind of make up for yesterday. Pretty insane, though. I mean, this deck has strong cards in it, and Cardoom is one of them, and if we're going to draw him, we're going to do pretty well, but, you know. Is this just a chump? Or do you have a thing? You might have a thing. You do, in fact, have a thing. Do I just cast Deadly Dispute here? Probably not. I'd probably just cast Drider. We do have 2 black cards, so being able to play them both is far from guaranteed. I guess if I Dispute first. Yeah. Let's just let this happen. Oh, what? Oh, the trigger has... I was gonna say, what happened? So... the beginning of the end step of your next turn. Okay, yeah, so let's play Drider here. So they may actually stabilize now. The amount of gas that they have, dealing with Cardoom. I don't think I've ever seen a Drider actually hit somebody. I've seen them get removed mostly. Or not be a problem at all, because they're just not on a lot of boards. So maybe we'll get... Are we going to get a spider token? It's the same kind of spider tokens Lolth makes. Okay, that's pretty good. The Barbarian. Okay. I guess their plan... I mean, they can stave off... Or they're going to kill our Drider. That could be their plan. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, so... Kind of awkward. But yeah, I mean, we play Shambling Ghast. And we play Sellsword. So yeah, they might be turning it around here. That Rasad plus Band Together, pretty spicy. We're gonna need like Raphael to show up. Okay. So... Interesting. So we could cast Deadly Dispute here and play a hasty sellsword too, attack with both. It's probably our best option. So yeah, we Deadly Dispute. We might also draw removal or something. So sack the Ghast. We're gonna make... Do I want to make a treasure? I could give -1/-1 to something. I'd still have a treasure, and then this wouldn't be able to block. They'd go to 2 if they don't block at all. Interesting. Yeah, I think we do this. And then sellsword, pay with treasure. Attack with both. Yeah. It's going to say they kind of have to block 1, and if they have to block 1, I'm reasonably happy. Okay, that's annoying. That's a pretty good draw. Better than Earth Cult Elemental, I think. Why do you want me to tap my mana that way? Do you want me to be incapable of bluffing? Gotta block one of them. Or both. No indestructibility, please. Yeah. I like it. We've drawn pretty darn well this whole draft so far, so let's keep it going. Unicorn. Owlbear. Five, 6, 7, 8. So I can play the Imp and the Warriors. Yeah. I think that's what we do. We get to scry, so even though it shows them we don't have a trick, I think we do it. Maybe just take 4. That'd be cool. Bottom a swamp. So they are about to have a 4/4 and a 3/4, which won't be that easy for us to attack through, but they also can't you know, not do anything. I mean, they can't attack us willy-nilly either. Something's gonna die. Well, that's surprisingly aggressive. Okay, gaining life is going to be obnoxious. Okay, we have 8 mana. It's tempting to try to find a way to use weaponry here, But there's not really a good way for us to do it. I think we just play Earth Cult Elemental. It's getting very confused, Auto Tapper, because it's like, you still have 2 red mana up. Just leave up 2 swamps, too. And I'm like, no. Thank you, though. I was going to say, I wouldn't hate if we have to sack a permanent, because it means we get to scry here. So, making him a 6 mana, 6/6 that lets us scry isn't too bad. Yes. Raphael's on top, and we have an imp in play. Yeah, we, Echo Zero, I played some off-stream yesterday and got my ranking back up, and then we started this one 2-0, even though I don't think our deck is very good. But we have started at 2-0, so... No attacks, I like it. I like that less. Them gaining life does make our job harder, that's for sure. Okay. So, I think we attack with Earth Cult Elemental here. We might find a way to use weaponry to take something down. And we could still play Raphael if we really want to. So, yeah. So let's attack. Oh, yeah, we'd still be able to because we get a treasure. We don't even have to sack our Barbarian. So, yeah. Go ahead and kill this. Finish this with weaponry. Wait. It doesn't really matter which way we do it. Get to scry. I don't hate. Ooh, Servok when you've got 8. Yes, please. So then we go weaponry, finish the job. And then Fiendish Raphael, who will also make us a 1/1. I think it's just been a weird coincidence mostly that I've played better off stream so far. We're getting pretty nice luck here. I mean, maybe this deck's just better than I think. I mean, we are drawing our bombs every game. That'll help, you know. So, yeah. Yeah, they have pretty good attacks here. We are going to take 4. What they don't know is that we have Servok, and we're going to gain back a bunch of life here. So they're at 11. Yeah, that gets us there. I was going to say, we buffed the imp and attack. 297. I think the highest we got yesterday was 298, so we're getting there. This is going to be a really funny YouTube video if we end up continuing to do well. I mean, even if we don't, the fact we started 3-0 is funny because I was so sure this deck was bad. And and I'm still not convinced it isn't, you know. Lots of slow opponents, and we've drawn one or both of our big, powerful rares every game, so, you know. Alright, this is fine. Definitely have some cards in this deck I don't love that I'm playing, but, you know, Armor of Shadows came up big that one game. His opponent does, in fact, have a 2-drop. So I'm kind of considering attacking with Barbarian here, and then weaponrying the second one. The one that they don't block with, because they're probably going to block with something. And that seems fine, I think, because then we can play warriors next turn, and theoretically they'll only have one blocker. This is all assuming they block. I could also just use Armor of Shadows if I want to. They may just take 2, I guess. No, they are going to block. They do get to scry twice. I guess I didn't take that into consideration, but that's okay. Should have killed the imp first, but then... yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we go weaponry, kill the imp. Play warriors this turn. Another imp. I think because we can play the warriors here, we kind of hold off on Raphael for now. It's certainly tempting, but it's early enough. They still have 3 cards in their hand. Removal is still enough of a problem, and we have enough other stuff to do that I just think we do the other stuff. I think we just do the other stuff. Okay. So, that's fine. I mean, they used up a card. They do keep us from getting the 2-for-1 or attacking right away. I mean, there's some value, but anytime you have to do that, and we've all had to do that in this format, it's not good. It means you're in a world of trouble because you can't find your second creature or whatever. I think they're going to kill it now, which overall would mean we get a 2-for-1. No, they're going to gray slot. Okay. So land is a good draw here. We definitely play Raphael now. I say that. We could also just use Armor of Shadows here and then play Nefarious Imp. I kind of like that plan. Yep, it is still a 2-for-1 if they use real removal. Yeah, we'll play the Imp so that we have Raphael ready to go next turn. And we can get lifelink and all that. Our opponent's still at 20. Okay, I'm glad I didn't play Raphael. Scry. Bottom. Alright, so we attack with our warriors. I guess I'm going to play Raphael. You know, we don't get a token right away or anything here. But it is a big flyer they have to deal with, if nothing else. So... yeah. We're gonna race, huh? Okay. Lots of options for this Sewer Plague. Guess we're just gonna attack first. See what our opponent does. They're gonna take 8. Okay. I think we kind of want to kill Servok, most of all. Getting back our creature would be cool and everything, but Servok can do some serious damage to us here. Getting a flyer back with lifelink, though, maybe that is just better. Nah, it's Servok. Uh-oh. Might have drawn removal. At least Patriarch's Humiliation to make Raphael less good. Blue mana. What are you splashing? Okay. Works for me, I think. So Sewer Plague, no, that's fine. Yeah, that. Thank God Raphael's legendary. Yeah, I guess we Deadly Dispute here. We're gonna get a devil this time. I think we probably hold up Sewer Plague, because, like, if what they decide to do here is specialize Rasad, we get even more value back, so if we do it in response. Yeah. Problem is, just getting in the top 250 is probably not enough to stay there throughout the day. So I'd like to get into the 2-digit numbers, I think. So, Sewer Plague Rasad now. Get our creature back. So it can attack this turn. Yeah, that'll do it. 266. I need to think of a funny clickbaity thing. For the title / thumbnail for this video. Because even though, yeah, we could lose the next 3, and this deck still really overperformed, so. All right, pretty solid. Another person not playing a 2-drop. We're not exactly having a blistering start ourselves, but... Good old vampire spawn. Sort of interesting here to think about Earth Cult Elemental because it really would set them back, but giving up my Barbarian to do it, probably a bit excessive. Especially because they're in black, and removing a 6/6 isn't that much of a challenge for them. So, yeah. We've drawn really well. We've had good opening hands. We've had all our mana that we need. Let's keep it up. Okay, so I think we attack with Sellsword and then play Servok. Sellsword going to the graveyard gives us a bit of value once we have Servok in play, so that's nice. We can kill basically anything or play a big beater this next turn. Either seems pretty nice. Don't love that our opponent has 6 cards in their hand still, but, you know, other than that. What do you even do when you turn red? Do you get first strike? Menace. That's pretty spicy. And gives menace to the other thing. And the black one is the one that searches up a bunch of copies of things. Well, searches up 1 card in your deck, makes 2 copies of them, and puts them in the graveyard. Okay. So I think we probably want to just use removal here, rather than play the elemental. Yeah, so we go Eyes of the Beholder, Servok. Make this into a 3-power creature and attack with both. Servok doesn't have any friends to buff right now, but... Okay. So, I think we still play the elemental here. Just like last game, we kind of... Because we can, I think we wait things out a bit. Alright, and then we play Earth Cult Elemental. We don't have to sacrifice anything. That's nice. Good afternoon, Yadrian. Thank you for the follow. Thank you also, Ain't Stressin' and Yadrian. You're not disturbing, Yadrian. That's what chat's for. Chatting. It's also nice to play this when you know you're going to get a body, but we may or may not get one. What do they kill? Yeah, I think I'd kill Servok too if I were them. Do that. Then we'll play Raphael. Nice. Sewer Plague, you know? This isn't the Open, actually, but I'm trying to reach the top 250 so I qualify for the qualifier next month. Okay. Well... So we have 7 mana. Seems reasonably likely we draw at least 1 land in our top 3, right? But, oh, I can still cast it after I Grim Bounty, so I think we Grim Bounty the Death Toucher. Yes, they draw a card, but then they don't have any good blocks, so... Then we'll cast Ambition's Cost. Alright, Cardoom is going to be nice. And hasty. Just keep winning with this thing. Alright, we're at 188. 188. Can we stay there? I guess we have some things over here. Clearly, this is an amazing deck. It probably is better than I thought. You know, to me, it felt like the worst deck ever when I drafted it. And it's not great, but it's definitely better than I thought. But we've had a lot of things line up for us. It's like the opposite of yesterday, where we had two really good decks, where nothing lined up for them. So, yeah. I mean, if we can close this thing out... going 7-0. It's going to be probably enough for us to stop for the day, playing ranked. So, yeah, we've drawn well. Our opponents have had a lot of struggles. We've played against opponents not playing like any 2-drops. And we've drawn our bombs, especially. Well, we really only have one, Raphael, but Cardoom is pretty good. And we've drawn them both in most games. Not just one or the other, but both. I wasn't competitive in the sense that I played at like big events, but yeah, I mean, I drafted a lot in the before times. Though I didn't really start drafting a ton until I got Magic Online in like 2014. That's like when I really started drafting like crazy. This is not a good hand. So that's another thing we've had go our way. Really haven't had to mulligan, right? I think this will be our first one. Alright, this is much better. Still not good, mind you, but it is better. Put back a mountain. So we're up against somebody playing 2-drops. Do you play something here that I need to Sewer Plague? Nope. Alright, so let's play our Imp. At least if it dies, we get to scry. Yeah, 188. If I thought that was going to work until the end of today, I probably would stop. But I doubt it's enough. I think if like I said, if I get into the triple digits, that would probably be good. Do I just take 5 here? I kind of don't think I do. I'd probably try to trade. I get to scry, which certainly matters. What do I want to kill more? Might be the flyer, since I don't have any in the near future. So, yeah. Indestructibility would have been a thing, but they didn't have it. No, thank you. Nothing else I can Sewer Plague something on my turn. You know, like that guy. at all those lands we could have drawn. Okay. Yeah, Sewer Plague, Arenicus. He at least can't hit us for anything, but he is going to draw them a card this turn before he dies. Actually, I guess he'll draw them potentially 2 cards before he dies. Yeah, they draw 1. Okay, well, I think we'll kill another flyer. The fact that we're struggling here with mana is not good, but it kind of is things evening out. Oh no, it's not till the end of their turn, so they did only get to draw 1 card at least. Still got 2 for 1, of course, but... Plus they milled 4 lands that we really would have liked to draw. But, you know, what are you going to do? Hey, mana. So, good chance they have removal since we've played 1 thing so far and they didn't even have to use removal on it. This is a bad time for Ambition's Cost. Removal, yeah. Attack for 5, get a second copy of your soldiers. So, we're dead. Yeah, so let's just kill ourselves. Wow. Back down to $2.99. It's bound to happen. I mean, you know. Does seem like you lose more rank when you lose than you gain when you win. I guess that's sort of how ELO ratings work. And that's kind of what a ladder is. Sort of. Maybe not exactly. Alright, pretty good hand. Got a Cardoom in the opener, and could consider playing him on turn 3. Oh no. Not only does our opponent have a 1-drop, it's a Lord thing. Thank you for the follow, Ric Flair Hair. Okay, the good news is they can't really attack us here. Yeah. Bad news is I don't have anything good to do this turn. You know, I don't think it actually looks at the rank of your opponent. I could be wrong, but I don't actually think it does. So we definitely play Cardoom and attack here, I would think. Take 3. Interesting. Okay, so it's because I lost to unranked then. Let's play Cardoom. They can trade with him if they want, but we're going to get a 1-drop, so I don't feel too broken up about them doing it. You know, if I'd used my Barbarian for mana there, I could have left up Armor of Shadows. I mean, I think that's not great, but, you know. Uh-oh. If they ever kill our Barbarian, We're going to be in trouble. And they might be able to do it here. Otherwise, they wouldn't have attacked, but we still kind of have to block. Well, do we? The damage has kind of already been done, so I think we just take 4. They've already gotten a copy. I guess if I block, they can't have both in play, but... And that matters. Okay. Well, may not actually play our War Caller. I could play it in Deadly Dispute or something. But a 1/1 actually does a good job of trading here. And I can leave up Armor of Shadows. And Deadly Dispute. I think that's actually the better line here. Okay. Pit trapped. Alright, so... I really wish I could keep the War Caller around to give things haste. And I might be able to, but... it's gonna be tough. Maybe we do want to keep the War Caller more than we want to keep Barbarian. We kind of have to hope here that they don't have any way to interact with what we're about to do. Unfortunately for us. I think they have a way to interact that'll blow us out here. No, maybe not. They do have Pit Trap up, and they can just kill whatever we play. So, definitely want to keep that in mind. I think we just play... Yeah... You're gonna kill something. Trying to decide if I just want to go to combat and see if they'll kill my War Caller. I don't think they will. Using it to give haste is kind of silly when they have Spike Trap, though, so I just think we go to combat, don't attack, play a Sellsword. They kill our Sellsword with the Pit Trap, it would appear. Or Fireball. Okay. Does drop us to 9. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this one. For a second, it looked like we might stabilize, but it's not what it looks like now. So, like, yeah... We can kill the warriors, but then they just play the other one. Yeah. How much do you specialize for? 3, that's what I thought. So we're gonna kill this, but... it's pretty much game over for us here. Barring something amazing. Baldur's Gate, really. That's an unusual inclusion. Okay. So anything we play, they can kill with the Pit Trap and we lose. Yeah. You know, the only hope is that they don't notice that or something. I'm sure they notice it, though. Yeah. They got us. Won the first 5, lost the next 2. We dropped down to 368. Still higher than we started the day. I think if we lose one more, we'll basically be back where we started with this draft, which is fine, I think. It's too bad they had that fireball. Okay, I do think we can keep this. Obviously, we need to draw black mana, but, you know. Turn 3 Cardoom is looking interesting again. Because there's such a good chance that they just have the, like, do 5 damage to an attacking creature thing, doing the Cardoom is probably not what we want to do. So just attack and end our turn. She's a problem. I wouldn't mind drawing a swamp here. I mean, that's true in general, but... Alright, let's play Cardoom. Just increase the chances of us drawing a swamp by a little bit, thanks to our War Caller. What are you going to give flying to? Hope it's not Ambergris. I've done that a lot in this format. Lulu into Ambergris. A couple of pretty insane uncommons. It's like, of course, we kept the opener, and then all the cards we've drawn since then have been black. You know, I do think it's a keep. I should do a need to notes at some point about mulligans in limited. All they're going to do is transform Lulu. And that's kind of what it looks like they're considering. If that's all they're going to do, I'm not that concerned. In fact, I'd be pretty happy. Because it's only a 2/4. Spicy. They've got a Storm King's Thunder. Okay, swamp, please. Aha! I knew we had them. I knew they were somewhere. Okay, so yeah, we definitely attack with Cardoom again. If they try to kill it, we can actually save it. And I think that is what we do at this point. Oh yeah, I did a big picture needs and notes this week, so yeah, that's kind of our plan, I think. This one will make attacking soldier tokens. Okay, well, we will be killing that with Sewer Plague. I think it's safe to say. So I think we attack first. They may be able to kill him again, I guess, but try to kill him. Last time they weren't able to, but so yeah, let's attack. See what our opponent does. Okay, so yeah, I think we hit the Rabble Rouser with Sewer Plague. Actually, I guess... we hit this with Sewer Plague, kill this with the normal damage. Let's hope they don't have... yeah. Something. They definitely could. The good news is, like, even if they did kill Cardoom there or something, and it looks like they're going to... oh, they took away his ability? That's sad. He doesn't die, though, so he's still going to kill both of those. Alright, I can live with it. Oh, no he doesn't. Math. Oh, you know, this will die on their upkeep, though. Yeah. I knew I thought that for a reason. Well, I guess it's not going to die till our upkeep. Ooh, that is some bad news. Kind of need a swamp here. Okay. Seems like our luck's back in line. So yeah, we have to kill this. Because getting copies of it and attacking us was going to be a real problem. Lulu number 2. And a flying hobgoblin captain, too. Servok, buff barbarian. Doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, so Servok. Attack with barbarian. We are still at 20, which is good. And they're in a situation where they either have to go to 4 or give up one of the creatures they don't really want to give up. So I'll take it. Yep, I'm fine with that. Too bad I couldn't put damage on the stack, and then... Those are the good old days. Wouldn't hate, like, drawing a mountain and specializing this. Menace is some serious business, although it's less serious now. So I think we're going to Ambition's Cost here. Then decide what we want to do. Yeah, okay. So play Nefarious Imp it is. Or specialize him. How big do you get? You get Menace, and you'll be able to make yourself a 5/5. That's not quite big enough. So I think we just play the Imp and pass. I could force a block with the Paladin, but I think just giving Menace to both of these next turn, probably a big deal. Because, yeah, this will have Menace. Oh, man. Let's see. What happens here? So, this will be a 5/5. This will be a 4/4 with Menace. They'll have to block one of them. Actually, you'll still be a 3/3, but you'll be a 4/3 with Menace. It's not quite enough to make a difference, I don't feel like. I think maybe we still take 4, though, and just try to close out the game in the air. Yeah, that's probably what we want to do. Because Menace on the Imp is a big deal. So we'll take 4. All right, and then we go Specialize. So if I discard a creature... like our Jaded Sellsword. So I haven't played a land yet. So I guess playing Drider in the second main phase is fine. Thank you for the sub, Mess285. So yeah. Let's discard a creature. So we got a 4/4 Menace. Yeah. So buff the Imp, which they now can't block. Drop them to 2. Play Drider. Well, we're up to 6 wins with this deck that I declared was awful. So there's that. We've got a lot of removal, a couple of really powerful creatures, and somehow that's been enough. That is not good. This is much better. I think we probably put Earth Cult Elemental back. Yeah. So turn 3 Raphael seems kind of insane. I think that might be what we do, and the reason it's worth it is because we can give up the Barbarian and then get a 2/2 back right away. So yeah. We get in for 2 first. They could have a counterspell. It's not super likely in this format, but it could happen. But and it's going to be such a blowout if this doesn't work, but I think we go for it. Yes. So we basically upgrade the 2/2 we have in play while playing a 4/4, which is pretty gross. Oh, and they're just doing slow stuff. I think we're going to hit 7 wins with this deck. It's looking good. Do I leave up mana for Armor of Shadows? I don't know. We probably don't need to. I think continuing to pressure them is good. Ooh. So they are blanking it at least. Not really any reason to use our armor. But obviously we still hit them for 5. Yeah, it does weaken this. We lose lifelink. So it has a real impact. But yeah, now we just play Sellsword for sure. Now he's just 5 mana 4/4. With indestructibility and removal in our hand, I feel like we're in really good spot here. So we can't quite win on an attack or whatever. And they may end up ramping into like a Herd Gorger. Should be a little annoying. I think we just swing with all 3 here. I think we hold on to the War Caller for, or the Bounty for whatever scary thing they're going to play with all their mana. I'm going to block the devil, I think. So I could use armor here. Don't think we do, though. Do think we kill this blocker. Then play a war caller. Leave up armor. I think the title for this, or like the subtitle at least, is going to be like, I thought this was the worst deck I ever drafted, and then this happened. See if that gets some clicks. Okay. I think we just attack. We could, like, play the gas, but that would be silly. Alright, they do tap our guys. And gals. Yeah, we've had good. I mean, everything has gone our way more or less. We had those 2 games in a row that we lost, but other than that, this deck has certainly overperformed, but probably not even close to the worst deck ever. I was just really worried about the lack of 2s, and you know, the people who beat us did take advantage of that. I mean, we just didn't run into that many people who actually played a 2-drop, which was good for us. Ooh, what are you gonna get back? HR's Humiliation. Yeah, that is a thing. Okay. Not too concerned. I think we still win here. Well, maybe we can't this turn anymore. Yeah, we can. Because we just kill Gale and swing out. They don't have white up for their Humiliation, so... yeah. Grim Bounty, Gale. I could be mean and use Armor of Shadows, but it's unnecessary. It would be unnecessary. Alright, so 7-2 with this deck. My last 3 drafts, 2 of them which weren't streamed, have been 7-win drafts, so maybe we'll keep it up. 302. We did get into top 250 in the midst of that draft, but then we dropped out of it. But I think we at least need to get to, I don't know, like 150 to feel like we're going to stay in the top 250 the rest of the day.